Good day, everyone. You are welcome to this week's Business and Investment Tips program, a production of Christchurch Radio. My name is Ayodeji Ebo, an investment professional. This week, the focus is on understanding the African Continental Free Trade Agreement and potential benefits. The African Continental Free Trade Area was created by the African Continental Free Trade Agreement among 54 of the 55 African Union nations. The Free Trade Area is the largest in the world in terms of the number of participating countries since the formation of the World Trade Organization. A free trade zone is an area in which trade can be carried out free of government interference such as import quotas, export subsidies, and protective tariffs. The objectives of the African Trade Agreement are to create a single continental market for goods and services with free movement of business, persons, and investments, and thus pave the way for accelerating the establishment of the customs union. Last week, the federal government announced the ratification of Nigeria's membership to the African Free Trade Agreement ahead of the December 5, 2020 deadline. The agreement goes into effect from January 1, 2021. The trade bloc offers a potential market of over 1.2 billion people and a GDP size of $3 trillion. The International Monetary Fund (IMF) estimates that the proposed elimination of tariffs on 90% of goods would over time lead to a 16% or $16 billion increase in regional trade in Africa. The IMF expects the boost to regional trade to be more significant at 64% if non-tariff barriers are resolved. Potential benefits of the African Trade Agreement. 1. The agreement is expected to encourage trade relations in Africa by removing tariffs for over 90% of goods traded between member countries, while 10% of traded goods is expected to be phased in later. 2. The trade agreement plans to ease non-tariff barriers to trade on the continent, such as reducing excessive bureaucracy, which improves the time to export and import, eliminating quotas and licenses, and improving customs services and easing of rules of origin, among others. 3. Manufacturers in Nigeria can produce goods locally and get it across our borders to sell in markets beyond Nigeria without having to pay any duty. This builds economies of scale as firms try to sell to the bigger African market, leading to increased efficiency. 4. The agreement creates a new market for Nigerian manufacturers and can export to poorer African countries with a lower taste for quality products. 5. It will also lead to people's free movement within the continent, thereby enabling a single market for air and road transportation. To enable people and goods to move from one end to the other, billions of dollars in investment will have to be made on building road networks that connects landlocked countries, bridges across rivers and lagoons, rail lines, and more airports. 6. The agreement creates a larger job market and portends well for businesses, especially startups looking to secure talents from any corner of Africa. It means people can secure quality jobs within and outside their various countries. 7. The agreement is expected to lead to cheaper consumer and industrial goods, which would drive improved well-being and promote the industrial sector. Some of the expected downsides include: 1. Weak domestic competitiveness could lead to loss of jobs and income due to cheaper imports. Though there is an advantage to these concerns, trade creates long-term benefits that outweigh short-term pain, according to academic literatures drawn from the experience of several countries. 2. Loss of revenues from tariffs for the government upon implementation. 3. A possible reduction in domestic production and loss of employment in some sectors, like the manufacturing sector. For Nigeria to compete favorably, efforts to bolster competitiveness through structural reforms, human capital, and infrastructure investment are expected to intensify. Thank you for listening. Please join us same time next week for another exciting and insightful session. For comments and feedback, kindly forward to ccradio@afcfta.org. at rccgchristchurch.org or send SMS to 070-8246-3747. Stay blessed.